Global goat farming future per Rajasthan to USA, Australia, and beyond. From the dry lands of Rajasthan to the massive goat processing units of Australia, and from the rising goat demand in the USA to the booming markets across Asia, the world is entering a new era of goat farming. Prices are rising, demand is exploding, and experts believe the next few years will reshape the global livestock economy. The global rise of goat farming. Across the world, goats have become more than just livestock. They are now a high-value economic asset. In 2025 to 2026, global goat farming crossed 1.1 billion goats, with meat, milk, and breeding contributing billions of dollars to the international market. Global meat production, over 6.4 million tons per year. Milk production, more than 18 million tons of goat milk. Exports, dominated by Australia, China, Sudan, India. The world never expected goats to become such powerful economic drivers. And yet they have. Australia's goat power, exporting to the world. Australia processes nearly 2.7 million goats every year, shipping massive quantities to the USA, the Middle East, and Europe. Their creamy-colored boar goats and pasture-raised meat goats are famous worldwide. Average goat price, Australia $180 to $350. Export value, over $250 million annually. Why? Lean meat, consistent supply, global demand. Experts say Australia will remain the #1 goat exporter for at least the next decade. USA, the shocking price boom. In the United States, goat prices have shocked farmers. 2010, $80 to $100. 2018, $150 to $250. 2023 to 2024, $350 to $450. 2025 to 2026, most states selling goats for $500 to $650, with premium breeds reaching $700 plus. Why the sudden jump? Rising African, Asian, and Middle Eastern population demanding goat meat. Rapid expansion in goat milk, cheese, and soap industries. Small farms choosing goats for low cost and high return. Experts predict a 15 to 22% price rise by 2027. Goat farm per Rajasthan, a growing hub. In the sandy region of per Rajasthan, goat farming has become a success story. Sirahi, Marwari, and Jakrana goats survive extreme heat, walk long distances, and produce excellent meat and milk. Sirahi goat price, 10,000 to 18,000 Indian rupees. Premium breeding bucks, 25,000 to 40,000 Indian rupees. Milk production, 1.5 to 2.5 liters/day. Meat demand, high due to creamy texture and rich flavor. Families in per now depend on goats for education, healthcare, marriage expenses, household support. Their effort and discipline have turned desert farming into a sustainable business. Pakistan, a market fueled by tradition. Goat farming in Pakistan continues to grow with massive demand during Eid al-Adha and rising domestic consumption. Daily market prices, 35,000 PKR to 90,000 PKR. Popular breeds, Betal, Kamori, Teddy. Milk and meat demand, record highs. Annual goat trade, millions sold nationwide. Pakistan's climate-friendly breeds are becoming popular in Gulf markets. Meat, milk, and looks, what buyers want. Across Asia, USA, and Europe, buyers choose goats based on heavy checkmark meat quality, lean, high protein, low fat, better flavor, high tenderness, heavy checkmark creamy milk output, used for cheese, butter, soaps, higher immunity benefits, heavy checkmark appearance, strong legs, broad chest, creamy or brown color, thick body structure, heavy checkmark market value traits, fast growth rate, disease resistance, high fertility, export demand breeds. Why you should buy or invest now. Experts from Australia, USA, India, and Pakistan agree on one thing. Goat prices will rise every year for the next 5 to 7 years. Why? Global meat shortage. Exports increasing. USA demand at all-time high. Climate-resistant farming. Low maintenance and high return. Milk becoming popular for health benefits. High reproduction rate, fast herd growth. A small herd today can turn into a big income source within a few years. Moneybag Section 8. Cost and Profit Analysis. 2026 projection. Investment. Buy 10 goats. USA cost $5,000 to $6,500. India, Indian rupee 1, 20,000. Indian rupee 1, 80,000. Pakistan, 4 to 8 lakh PKR. Annual income. Meat sales plus milk plus breeding equals 30% to 55% profit range. By 2027 to 2028, goat value expected to increase by 18 to 28% globally. What experts predict? Australia will dominate exports. USA prices will stay high. India and Pakistan will become major breeding hubs. Global goat milk industry will cross $12 to $15 billion. Asia will lead in goat population growth. Desert areas like Pipur, Rajasthan will become farming powerhouses. From Pipur in Rajasthan to the farms of America, from Pakistan's traditional breeders to Australia's global export giants, the world is witnessing a goat farming revolution. Prices are rising, demand is booming, and opportunities are opening everywhere. So the real question is, are you ready to invest before the next global price jump? Most shocking, horrific, and heart-touching continuation. What the world must hear before they die. Before you leave this world. Before your time ends. You deserve to know the truth behind the goats that feed nations, sustain families, and hold together entire economies. Because behind every goat you see in a market stall, in the farms of Rajasthan, the dusty streets of Pakistan, the export sheds of Australia, or the ranches of the USA, there is a story far more shocking, painful, and powerful than anyone ever mentions. This is the story people need to hear. Before they die. Globe showing Europe, Africa, the hidden reality of the goat world. People see goats as simple animals. But the truth is far darker and more dramatic. Millions of families in India and Pakistan would starve without goats. Goats are the only income in whole villages. One disease, one drought, one price crash, and families lose everything. In Rajasthan's Pipur, children grow up knowing that a goat is not just livestock. It is school fees, medicine, food, and survival. When a goat dies, a family breaks. The Australian shock. Australia exports millions of goats worldwide. But what people don't know is that the global meat shortage is reaching a critical level. Experts warn, if goat production fails, half the world's poor will fall into crisis. Australia carries the weight of global demand. If exports stop for even 1 year, the world could face the biggest protein shortage in 50 years. United States, the USA, fear that no one talks about. In the USA, goat prices rising to $600 to $700 plus is not just a market trend. It is a warning. Why? Because demand is exploding faster than farmers can supply. A silent crisis is approaching. American goat meat consumption is increasing, but goat farms are decreasing. This means the USA may soon rely almost entirely on imports. If global supply drops, America will feel the shock first. The pain of Asia, the backbone of the goat world. In India and Pakistan, goats survive where humans barely can. Dry deserts, barren mountains, harsh summers. Yet goats keep walking, keep producing, keep giving hope. But the markets don't show you the reality. Farmers losing goats to heat and drought. Families selling goats to pay hospital bills. Young boys walking miles with herds to find grass. Women waking before sunrise to feed newborn kids. This is not farming. This is survival. Broken heart, the horrific part. Nobody wants to talk about. Experts warn that climate change, heat waves, water shortages, global disease threats, rising feed costs may wipe out 25 to 30% of goat populations by 2032 if global support doesn't increase. That's not just an animal crisis. That's a human disaster waiting to happen. The beauty the world forgets. Amid all the struggle, goats continue to give. Creamy milk rich in healing nutrients. Lean, healthy meat. High breeding capacity. Survival in impossible places. Hope to billions. And the world takes it for granted. But people should know, before they leave this earth, that goats are one of humanity's greatest blessings. Spell the message that must be heard before death. Never underestimate the power of a small goat. It feeds families, saves lives, builds economies, and gives hope to the poorest corners of the world. Goats have changed nations. they have built futures. And in places like Pipur, Rajasthan, they are the difference between hunger and dignity. So the question that echoes through farms in India, Australia, Pakistan, Europe, and the USA is, will the world wake up and support goat farming before it's too late?